Have you ever wondered which launch monitor really lives up to the hype? Now, I sorted through the marketing noise and real world tested all the major picks. I found some huge differences that actually can save you money and totally up your game. In this video, I'm going to show you the 12 launch monitors I'd actually buy this year, show you what sets them apart, what features you actually need, and help you pick the right one for your budget and your game. So let's do this. Now we gotta start off our list with the absolute one-of-a-kind Garmin Approach R50. Now this comes in about $5,000. I know, $5,000. But we're gonna start big. Now there's never been anything quite like this. This is the world's first truly all-in-one launch monitor and a simulator. It has a built-in 10-inch color touchscreen that makes your launch monitor a full sim in less than a second. Now you're not gonna need a phone, a tablet, a computer, or even just Wi-Fi. You just power it on, pick your course, and go into practice mode and get to play golf. It even connects directly to a TV or major projector via an HDMI. So it gives you a seamless big screen experience with zero setup headaches. Now you get both ball and club data right out of the box. There's no expensive software add-ons or subscription tiers that are required to unlock the full shot metrics, spin path, launch, attack angle. It's all there. And it's impressively accurate. Now, Garmin did upgrade its Home T Hero Sim experience, and that's built right into the unit, which includes more than 43,000 virtual courses. Now, the R50 also supports third-party software like GS Pro, E6, and Awesome Golf. So if you want even more realism, then you have other options. Now, in terms of pure usability, it's hard to overstate how simple and frictionless the R50 makes the sim golf experience. The setup takes seconds, and the side-mounted photometric design needs no radar alignment or tricky positioning. Even the data readout is customizable. You have full screen, split screen, map view, video replay. I mean, there's a ton of it. However, you want to interact with more information, the R50 delivers. You get all the automatic impact video with every shot. There are a couple of drawbacks though. First, the R50 is big. Now it's 17 inches by 12 inches wide, and the club stickers are oversized compared to other launch monitors. Still, if you can live with that, then you're getting is next level performance in a standalone package. And at $5,000, it's priced well below some of its super top tier competitors. Next up is the best golf launch monitor under $2,500. Now this is the SkyTrak Plus. And this actually has a huge leap forward from the original SkyTrak. Not only is it the best sub $2,500 launch monitor, but it's also one of the best overall options this year. Now it does combine photometric and dual Doppler radar, which delivers significantly improved accuracy and expanded data metrics. You're gonna get all the essentials like ball and club speed, spin rates, carry distance, and launch angle. Plus you get premium level club data like face angle, club path, and even smash factor. Now I will say that the club path data can occasionally be a little erratic. Now for most players, the accuracy is going to be more than enough. Now there are other big selling points to the SkyTrak Plus, is that first, it has the app and software experience is simply outstanding. These guys really get when it comes to developing a really fun platform with tons of interesting game improvement challenges and features. And then when you get into the simulated golf experience, there's their new game day software, which is kind of first class. You can choose from one of two packages of 37 courses that include some of the biggest courses in the world. So for less than $2,500, the SkyTrak Plus delivers a big time sim experience, and that's why this one has been such a hit over the last couple of years. So definitely check it out. Next up has to be the best launch monitor under $2,000, and it's the FlightScope Mevo Plus. Now, speaking of products that over deliver, if you want a serious bang for your buck, I'm talking launch monitor accurate enough for even the top players, but they can also find it on sale for less than $2,000. The Mevo Plus is an incredible value. Now this device sits in that sweet spot between affordability and advanced performance. At just under $2,000, it gives you a serious taste at the big time without the out of control pricing. Now the Mevo Plus uses a combination of Doppler radar and high-speed image processing to deliver a surprisingly accurate read on nearly every shot. You're gonna get everything from ball speed and carry distance to club path and a whole lot more. And with the optional Pro package and face impact add-ons, the dataset becomes ridiculously complete. Is it perfect? No, but no launch monitor is. Now setup can be a little finicky, but there are no annual subscription fees and it's highly portable. The amount of information that you get is insane. It's all less than $2,000, so it's going to be a really tough deal to beat. Next on my list has to be the best golf launch monitor under $700. It's a Rapsodo MLM2 Pro. Now, it's not just good for the price, it's actually pretty impressive. It's simple, it's portable, and it delivers shot data with the kind of consistency that you're gonna forget you're using a device that's under $1,000. Now here's how it works. It has radar and dual cameras that team up to give you 13 key metrics. That means that you're getting data on things like ball speed, launch angle, and carry distance. Basically everything you need to understand your shots. Now the setup is fast too. You just pair it with your phone or your tablet, you use live video feed to get it aligned, and you're swinging in minutes. Now, the built-in swing video with Shot Tracer, that's where things can start to get interesting. If you're someone who learns by watching, you're gonna love seeing exactly where your ball goes with that color line following its path. Plus, you get a replay of impact using what they call impact vision. So whether you're indoors or outdoors, the accuracy is incredibly strong. We're talking about readings that compare well to launch monitors costing several $1,000s more. And here's the thing, outdoors, it reads shots you can hit right off the grass without any issue. Now that gives an edge over some of the competitors that still only work with mats. Still, this is one of the easiest launch monitors I've used, and the dual camera video system, it's second to none. Most competitors can't even come close to matching it. So bottom line, if you want fast setup, reliable accuracy, helpful feedback, and practice sessions that actually are packed with video, all wrapped up in something that's compact and affordable, the MLM2 Pro definitely delivers. Sure, it has its limitations, and it does have a subscription, but for most golfers looking to improve their game without really breaking the bank right out of the gate, this thing's a winner. All right, next we're going big time. If you want the most accurate launch monitor in golf, the one that pros are using on the range before they compete in like major championships, then look no further than the Foresight Quad Max. Now there's no question about this. This is the updated version of the legendary GC Quad, and it sets a new standard by combining best-in-class photometric accuracy with smart new features like internal shot storage, a fully customizable touchscreen, and swing speed training without a ball. You heard me, no ball. Now, it captures all of the GC Quad's club and ball data, plus new metrics like ball apex, descent angle, and offline distance. And all that is delivered with unmatched precision, and you know it has to be because the tour pros use it and so do top instructors. Now, the standout feature is the internal memory, which lets you store up to 1 billion shots. You heard me, 1 billion. Like who the hell is it hit 1 billion shots? Even when not connected to software. And the new My Tile system allows you to tailor which data is actually going to be shown on the screen. Now the Quad Max is fully compatible with FSX Play and third-party sim software, and comes with 25 Foresight courses out of the box, which is pretty sick. But it does come in at about 22 grand. Fully loaded with putting analysis, it's a serious investment. But for a serious golfer that wants the best of the best, there's no better launch monitor on the planet. Okay, next up has to be the best golf launch monitor for most people. Now, if you want solid performance, ease of use, and exceptional value, the Garmin R10 is still one of my favorite launch monitors, and probably one of the smartest buys you can still get. It's a radar-based launch monitor that continues to be the best choice for most people, especially if you can find it for under 500 bucks. It does happen, trust me. Now that's just insane. The R10 was really the first great launch monitor that wasn't crazy expensive. And even though it's now a few years old, it still totally is holding its own. You get 20 data metrics, a full simulator compatibility, and the setup is remarkably simple. And it's just kind of fun to use. It's super small, which makes it very portable, and it feels much more premium than the price would suggest. So when you consider that it was Garmin that brought us both the R10 and now the R50, you gotta hand it to them for definitely pushing the envelope. This one's very accurate for the price. It works with a bunch of third-party simulator software packages, and it comes with 5 free E6 iOS courses right out of the box. So you're getting a hell of a lot more for not that much money, and that's why I still love the R10. But speaking of launch monitors that's changed the game, the Square launch monitor rewrote what is possible in a camera-based photometric launch monitor, at least in terms of the price. It's the first sub $1,000 camera system that is also accurate. Before this, you had to pay a bunch to get a quality photometric launch monitor. And is the Square perfect? Well, of course not, but you can't expect that. Not for that price, but man, it's gonna get close. So right out of the box, it doesn't include metrics that might be key to some people, like smash factor and club head speed, but it does have an impressive array of both ball and club data. And yes, the Square only works indoors. But honestly, I think that's where most people are going to be using their launch monitor anyway for most of the time. And another big plus with the Square is that it actually does a pretty good job at tracking putting. Now that's not something you can say for a lot of other launch monitors. And the Square does have a native simulator software. The courses aren't the greatest, but the graphics are actually pretty good. And you only pay for what you use with their pay per hole pricing model, which is kind of ingenious, and I wish other brands would do that too. Next up on my list is the best all-around launch monitor and simulator. It's the Full Swing Kit. Now the Full Swing Kit brings a professional grade analytics all to your fingertips with a portable device that uses only Doppler radar technology to track your shots and provide detailed data on 16 different metrics, from ball speed to spin rate. You get the idea. Now Tiger Woods played a massive role in the kit's development. He's challenged Full Swing to actually create a launch monitor that matched the reliability of their indoor simulators, but could still be used on the driving range. Now the result is a compact unit that fits your golf bag and sets up in seconds. Now the kit's standout feature is its customizable OLED display. After each shot, you can choose which stats to show, tailoring the information to your practice goals. And with a built-in 4K camera, you heard that right, a built-in 4K camera, it will record your swing, allowing for slow motion viewing through the companion app. Now, accuracy is the kit's calling card. It tracks the entire ball flight, not just the initial launch, leading to more precise measurements. But this level of detail comes at about $5,000. Now that makes it a premium option in the personal launch monitor market. Now the battery life is about 5 hours, but it's enough for an extended range sessions, and you can always use it indoors as a simulator. Whether it's worth the investment depends on how seriously you want to take your practice and your willingness to dive deep into the numbers behind your swing. But personally, I love the Full Swing Kit. It's pretty sick. Next up on my list has to be the best launch monitor under $600. It's a Swing Caddie SE4. Now the SE4 is both a simulator and a launch monitor, so it gives you the power to analyze your swing both indoors and outdoors. Now we all know when we have a frustrating slice that we can't figure out why it's happening. What's so great about the SE4 right out of the gate is its new spin metrics, which ultimately show you exactly why your ball is curving. Now it tracks 3 types of spin. Side spin, which is like the villain behind your slice, backspin, which makes your ball stop on the greens, and spin access, which is the tilt that creates draws and fades. But once you know this information, it helps you fix your swing so much easier. Now with most launch monitors, you have to walk over and check the screen after every shot. You have to look at your phone or iPad or whatever. Now the SE4 talks to you. That's right, when you hit a shot, it tells you exactly how far you hit it out loud. Now, there's no more squinting at the screen, and actually the voice output is great if you try to maintain your consistency. See, you can stay in your setup position longer, make small adjustments, and instantly know if it's working or not. It's especially sweet during those late afternoon range sessions when the sun's in your eyes and you can't read anything. But what really sold me on the SE4 Pro is that it weighs less than your golf shoes, and it sets up faster than you can tee up your balls. The built-in screen means you no longer need to prop up your phone at the range. All you have to do is just set it down 5 feet behind your ball and start swinging. But where it really starts to begin to shine is when you connect it to the Voice Caddie app, and suddenly your garage can become a golf simulator. The 3D driving range also shows your ball flight in real time, complete with that satisfying ball tracer that we all like to see on TV. Now the app breaks down every shot, launch angle, smash factor, apex height, the metrics that we actually care about. Plus you can pair it with the E6 to play virtual rounds anywhere. So if you're serious about dropping your handicap and you've got about $500 to invest, then the SE4 Pro is a no-brainer. It gives you tour level data without tour level complications or pricing, and it's one of my favorite launch monitors this year. Next up on my list is the best GPS and launch monitor combo. It's the Garmin G80. Now this has been out for a while, and it probably doesn't pop into your mind right away. In fact, a lot of people even miss it altogether. That's because the G80 is positioned mostly as a handheld GPS, but it also has a hidden feature, and that is you can actually record your shot data via its built-in radar. Now listen, if you're expecting this to be as accurate as a Quad Max or anything close, you're out of your mind. You're not getting that in a device that you can now find for around $500. In fact, this launch monitor would be the least accurate and the least overall impressive of anything on this list. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have its place. First of all, because of its full colored whole maps and larger 3.5-inch screen. So a lot of people consider the Garmin's best handheld GPS, including the new G20 Solar. But the fact that you can also have something like this small to take out to the range before a round, I mean things like this big, to get ball speed and carry distance is pretty awesome. Now, do I recommend this as your serious training tool to really kind of grind on your game? No way. But I do think it's totally worth getting, especially for the price. Next up on my list has to be the best launch monitor under 400 bucks. It's a Swing Caddie SC300i. So if you're looking for tour quality swing data that's not going to destroy your wallet, this is the one to get. This launch monitor uses Doppler radar technology to capture all the key metrics you actually care about. Swing speed, ball speed, smash factor, everything. Everything shows up in a crystal clear LCD display, giving you the confidence in the numbers that you're actually seeing. Now, setup couldn't be any easier. You just place it 5 feet behind your ball, select your club, and it even comes with a remote, and you're ready to go. It even comes in with a built-in voice announcement that calls out all your distances, similar to the SC4 Pro. So there's no need to constantly check the screen when you're trying to practice. And you can connect the SC300i to your phone through the My Swing Caddie app, which will reveal a whole bunch of new level of features, including swing videos with your stats displayed right on the screen. So it's kind of like having your own personal instructor pointing out what needs work. Now for me, there's a lot of it. Now you never have to worry about running out of juice either. The battery lasts, listen to this, incredible 20 hours. That's right, 20 hours. And it easily can handle several trips to the range or hitting in your yard. Plus, at just over a pound, you're hardly even gonna notice it in your bag. Now, sure, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the super expensive launch monitors, but the SC300i nails the fundamentals. You'll get accurate readings for carry distance, launch angle, apex height every time. You want spin rate data? No problem, that's available too. Though you're gonna need to use the app to see that. So if you're serious about improving your game and you don't wanna break the bank and you want just a reliable launch monitor, the Voice Caddie SC300i is the way to go. Next up on my list is the best launch monitor under 300 bucks. It's the OG Rapsodo, the Rapsodo MLM. Now, I'll just say right off the bat that the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro is light years better than the original. But now that you can pick this thing up for usually around 250 bucks, it's pretty intriguing what this little unit can do. First of all, it's really easy to use this thing. All you have to do is use your phone. And it's another one of those little tiny models that make portability a non-issue. Now the Rapsodo delivers some really key data points. You get some of the most important ones such as carry and total distance, ball speed, club head speed, smash factor, and launch angle. And while this is an iOS only device, yes, you heard that, all the Android people out there, and everybody knows this now. If you got an iPhone, it works really well. If you don't, you're out of luck. Now, you get incredible shot videos with the Rapsodo, and it gives you full access to your complete session history in the app. So you can now go back and review all your data. And really, for the price that you can now find one of these, it really is a great value. This is another one of those I like for great mobile or portable use. It's great for warm-up sessions, and it's kind of like having the middle ground between a basic launch monitor and the more serious stuff we've been talking about earlier. Next up on my list is the PRGR. Now this comes in between 200 and 250 bucks. And this thing's pretty basic, but basic isn't bad. And I don't think everyone needs to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to get a launch monitor, especially if you can't afford it. But for a lot of golfers, sometimes it gives you just the basic and does it reliably, enough that you can trust that information. It's really all you need. And that's what this product delivers. And it actually goes a little further. It's crazy that for like 230 bucks, you get this kind of data. I mean, we're talking things like club head speed, ball speed, club indicator, smash factor, total, and carry distance. And that's pretty nice for the price. So if you're looking for a basic launch monitor, then look no further than the PRGR. Rounding out my list is the best launch monitor under $200. You heard that right, under 200 bucks. And it's a Swing Logic SLX Hybrid Mini. Now, this is the least expensive launch monitor that I still think is worth buying. After this, I'd recommend you just save up until you can find something better. Now, the Swing Logic SLX Hybrid Mini actually has some nice things going for it. First of all, it's another one of those products that give you both a GPS and a launch monitor, hence the hybrid title. Now, on the launch monitor side, you get things like ball speed, club speed, and carry distance. But it's cool that it has a built-in LCD screen that I think really makes this one a winner. Now, another win in my mind also is that it doesn't require any phone or app connection. So I'm not saying this is the best launch monitor to buy, but for under 200 bucks, it ain't bad. Guys, thanks so much for watching. And if you can do me a huge favor, can you like and comment down below what your favorite launch monitor is? What launch monitor are you using? Which launch monitor are you thinking about buying? What information did I miss about these launch monitors? I would love to know. But if you guys want to see the full list of the best rangefinders of the year, then check out this video right here, and I'll see you out on the course.